Rejected at the mall. He came back with a gun. This guy's tripping. This guy's tripping.
And then I bend down to like go get something to all these guys. One of them starts like basically I get out of my car and then I bend down to like go get something to all these guys. One of them starts like basically asking me for my number and I was just like no. It was a verbal argument at first. And then he pulls a gun out and I was like all right, let's go. And he started like pointing it at us and then he came up to us. He's like I'm not afraid to hit women. I beat women. I slap women. He's just like oh I'll shoot you. I'll shoot you. And next thing I know, I found out this young lady and her two sons are running to the back, frightened for their lives, thinking that they're gonna get shot at.
You start out with saying asking if you have a gun.
No, sir. That's just like, see, I'm 17, I got a gift to you.
Yeah, I'm 17, I got a gift.
It's a pistol, yes.
Are you a fucking idiot? Why did you... I got it. No. Why... No. This guy's an idiot. Do you have a gun on you? No. Oh. I got a gun gifted to me, though. Do you have... What? I'm 17. Bro. How the fuck do you come to that conclusion that that's the right answer? Or, nah, bro, this guy's a fucking retard.
Tuesday, July 8th, 2025, Wellington, Florida. In the parking lot of the Wellington Green Mall, a social rejection escalates into a high-risk criminal incident. A 17-year-old minor, already under judicial supervision, threatens two women with a firearm after being rejected. What makes the case critical is not only the intimidation itself, but what is later confirmed. The weapon does not belong to him. One of the firearms is reported stolen, and the situation forces the victims to seek refuge inside the mall, shifting the danger into an enclosed public space with uninvolved civilians. From that point on, police intervention moves away from mediating a dispute and toward reconstructing how a minor with prior involvement in the system had gained access to a gun and used it to intimidate others in a public setting. I'm Tyler, and this is your daily dose of crime. Get your daily dose of crime every single day at 3 p.m. Eastern, and we're turning it up. 2 videos per day.
I'll subscribe. Two videos per day.
Don't miss a single moment and tune in.
So basically what happened is I came here.
If this video's good, I'm staying subscribed. If it's cheeks or it's cap, I'm subscribing.
To drop my friend off.
I almost subscribed to Mac, but Mac, nah, I hated that ending. To her job. Okay. I'm in my car, I'm putting on my makeup, I get out of my car, and then I bend down to like go get something. I guess all these guys girl. So then he rolls down his window. One of them starts like basically asking me for my number, and I was just like no. So then after I said no, they start calling me like a and like all this stuff. Like they start like saying oh why is my ass out like calling me a.
Okay.
So I walk inside and I call my friend and she was like, okay, well let's go ask them why they were saying that. So we went and we were like, why are you like, what, like why? Like she was like, oh, why are you harassing my friend? This and that. And then everything was like, you know, it was a verbal argument at first. Okay. And then all of a sudden the guy hops out the car and he has like a gun, right? So then we're still talking, whatever, but then as soon as he cocks it back, you know, and he's like ready to like pistol whip us and like shoot us and stuff, we kind of walk, I like drive, we like basically run away.
Okay, what do you mean he cocked it back?
Like he grabbed it,
and
then he pulled it out. He was talking with it for a minute, and then after he started talking with it, then he cocked it back, and he started like pointing it at us, and then he came up to us. He's like, I'm not afraid to hit women. I beat women. I slap women. And then he's like, oh, I'm gonna pistol whip you guys. Then he came back. He came inside.
Where did all of that happen?
This happened outside in the parking lot, like near my car and near his truck, where like cause I had parked there.
Okay, can you describe what the gun looked like?
Honestly, like I was kind of nervous. So I was in front of it because I didn't want her. It was literally like this big. It wasn't even a big gun, but he did reload it. Like I don't know if it had ammo in it, but he did plunk it back, and that's when I walked away. And then he kept on chasing us, and then I just told her, "Let's go," because I'm not trying to get shot at. I mean, he's obviously not doing anything right now, but we don't know.
So can you describe what it looked like to you?
He was like about this, like this tall, like to my eyes, and then he was this tall. He was like he was wearing a black wife beater, and then like a black sweatpants, and he had like a short black hair. He was a passenger in this white truck. I got a picture. Oh, I have a picture of him. I can just show you.
There you go.
Yeah, of course. Oh, you were recording him. He was pointing a gun at us.
At this stage, officers begin focusing on the young man's behavior rather than the earlier verbal exchange. They do not see an isolated reaction that fades, but a sustained escalation triggered by a minor moment of frustration. Turning to intimidation would suggest a need for control rather than a brief emotional outburst. And for investigators, the key detail is not that the conflict continued, but that there was no attempt to disengage or de-escalate, indicating that the goal was not to end the situation, but to force an outcome through threat.
I'm gonna take, this is what he looked like.
Oh, she has an actual picture.
I don't think so. Okay.
And then he had like another white friend, and he was like a little taller, and then two girls.
Yeah, that is him.
Is it?
Same underwear and everything, I believe.
But
And this was the young man who had the gun.
yes.
And he came here.
You can
to
see he's reaching into his pants, like, for it.
Well, I can't
Oh, well,
say
yeah,
what.
you
I can
can't.
see his hand in his pants, absolutely.
But did you tell him how he came
Oh,
here?
and then he came inside, and, like, I was kind of, so then he came inside, he's walking this way, then he walks kind of back towards me, because he sees me over there. So then he starts, like, telling them, oh, we came up to them and harassed them, and that's
Hold
why
on
he
one
did
second.
that.
Is this the other gentleman that we're looking for?
So, yeah, like, those are all the people that were there. The girls were the ones that shouted out to me, calling me names and stuff, and then the guys, he was actually first asking for my number, and then I said no, and then they started, like, calling me names and stuff.
And then it escalated.
So, all right. Do me a favor, just raise your right hand. You swear the statement you're about to make is the truth, the whole truth, nothing but the truth?
Yeah.
Okay. So, yeah. Okay, so you get out of the car, and what happens?
So I get out of the car, and then, like, I open my back car door because I'm looking for something. So I bend over, right? I guess, you know, they were in position, like, I guess they see my butt. So then I go back in, get out of my car, and then that one that had the gun rolled down his window asking me for my number.
Okay.
Right, first he said I look good, then he was like asking my number, you know, all that stuff.
Right.
And then I was like, I kind of just shook my head. I was like, you know, I didn't even say anything, nothing. So then as I'm walking away, they roll down the window again, and I'm pretty sure it's the girls that started, like, you know, verbally assaulting me and stuff.
Okay.
And, like, you know, just in the car, they started, like, calling me, like, oh, like, why is my ass out, stuff like that, you know, whatever. And so then I call my friend, and I'm like, hey, like, these people just told
What
me.
friend? Okay.
Because I don't know these people at all. Like, I just be parked in the same spot, whatever.
Yeah.
So then I call my friend, and I'm like, these people just called me, like, a like, I don't know, I was just walking. So then she was like,
Say
okay.
that word again a little bit slower. What did they like
Yeah.
T-H-O-U-G-H-T?
No, T-H-O-T. It's like something like younger people say when they want to call you like a like a you know, something like that.
Okay.
So I called her, I'm like, they just called me a I don't know why. So she was like, okay, well, let's go ask one. So we go up. Obviously, maybe we should have de-escalated, but my friend's
You can't de-escalate.
she, you know, I don't say much, so she
If
didn't
they have
like
a
the
gun
big
and shit, nah.
words.
Okay.
So then we go up to them, and she's like, why'd you call my friend like a say that to my face, you know, like this and that, like you girl. And then I was like, yeah, like, why'd you call me a by myself? Now you guys like don't want to say anything now? Okay. So then the guy in the car, I guess he sees what's happening. He sees, and it's all verbal till this point. Nothing, no threats, nothing.
So then let's get to that point.
Yeah, so then he jumped out of his car, and then, you know, and I'm like, yeah, like, why are you guys singling me out when I'm by myself? And basically, I'm just telling them all this. Are you guys
Talking to the girls or to the guys?
We were
Or
kind of just
everybody?
talking in a group, like,
Okay.
like, why are you guys, like, you know, I kind of just got on my car, you know?
Okay.
I don't know these people at all. I don't know why they're calling me this. So then she was doing that, and then I'm talking, so everything is very verbal at this point. Then the guy jumps out of his car, and, like,
The guy with
immediately,
the gun or
guy
the
with the
driver?
gun. Well, no, so basically the three people were outside at first. It was the blonde kid and then the two girls.
Okay.
Then as the guy with the gun sees what's going on, he jumps out of his car.
Okay.
And basically, like, immediately I see his hands in his pants, so I was already like, okay. So then he starts talking, and he's the one really talking. Like, the other people, you know what, they insulted me, they didn't do much. It was just this guy, he's really talking, and then finally, like, we're in a verbal argument, and he's talking about I beat women, and then we keep going in a verbal argument, and then he pulls a gun out, and I was like, all right, let's go. And then, but, like, you know, I guess...
How far away were you guys at all
Literally
this?
like this. Like we were like this, and then I seen him pull a gun out, and so me and were like this.
Okay.
I see him pull the gun out, I kind of back up, because
Okay.
I'm kind of scared. She wasn't really fazed by it. Okay.
Okay.
So then he's still talking, he's saying, like, then finally he cocked the gun back, and I grabbed it, and I pull her back. I'm like, all right, we're going.
Right.
Like, this isn't worth it. Yeah. this isn't working with it. And then so we walk away, and he shouts something out to us like, yeah, because I'll pistol with the something like that. Like, I'll pistol with the I'll just basically saying he beats me. Okay, like that's basically the premise of what he was saying. So then we walk, and then and I turn around because he said something I really out of pocket, and I was like, no, like you're just. Okay, I was like, you're just short. Like, you're just shorter than me. Like, you just need to feel like a man, okay?
Okay.
Basically, I was calling him short at this. Turn around because he said something I really out of pocket, and I was like, no, like, you're just. Walk, and then I turn around because he said something I really out of pocket, and I was like, no, like, you're just. Okay, I was like, you're just short. Like, you're just shorter than me. Like, you just need to feel like a man, okay?
Okay.
Basically, I was calling him short at this point.
Right.
And then I guess that really got him upset because that got him really upset. So then he starts walking towards us, and then like finally it pulled back. We just walk away.
So he only pulled the gun once.
No, he had the gun. He had the gun out. He just like he was holding it like this while we were talking.
Okay.
So then finally, like I guess he got tired of it. So then he cocked it back, and then started like you know like going like that with it. But going like that with it, saying, oh, like, I'll pistol whip you, this and that, and then, like, that's when I'm really, like, all right, work on it.
Okay, and then you came in here?
We came in here, so then, like, as I was leaving the parking lot, I'm calling the cops, because, like, I get, like, it's one thing when everything's verbal, but then when you start pulling a gun out on people in public, that's different, you know?
Okay.
So then I call the police, because he's obviously underage, like, he looks underage, to me, at least. I call the cops, and then I'm walking here, so then I'm calling the cops over here. I see him again, and he's just like walking past me, looking at me, like smiling, all weird and stuff. So then he walks over here, makes a turn, I guess, and walks right back over there. And then he starts talking to one of the employees, and like, sorry, I'm just kind of like.
You're good, keep going.
And then he starts talking to one of the employees, and then he was basically saying, oh no, they were harassing us. So I was like, no, you harassed me first.
What?
Okay, so then you come back here.
So I'm just here calling the cops, and he walks like after, I guess he found like where I was, and then walks here, makes a U-turn, goes back there. So I'm over here in the store trying to call the cops. But then the people in the store obviously don't want me in there because like it's starting problems, and then they're kind of pushing me out, and then I kind of like.
Is that where works?
Yes. Yes.
Okay.
So then we didn't see any of this. She was over there working. So then basically we get into like another little verbal thing, but then I kind of like didn't want to be in it because I remembered he had a gun. And so then he just walked away down that way. And comes out and she's like, oh, what happened? I was like, yeah. And then I was still on the phone with the police office.
Okay. All right. Is there anything else you think I need to know?
Nah, she got it, the whole story. Girls are way better at fucking yap. A guy would have been like, nah, we got into an argument, and then he pulled out the gun. This girl gave the whole fucking, like, bro.
No, just that, like, the two girls and the blonde guy, they really, like, yes, they were the ones that, like, called out to my car at first, and, like, that's kind of why we're mad, but they really didn't do anything. Like, so I don't think that they should really...
All right, let's go. All right.
It is during this segment that the suspect is identified as Jonathan Mazzio, 17 years old and already under judicial supervision at the time of the incident. That context reframes the entire situation. Any connection to a firearm immediately places him outside the law. And beyond physical description, officers note something much more significant. Mazzio does not withdraw from the conflict, but instead sustains it and carries it forward, expanding the risk into the interior of the mall. At the same time, his first informal defense begins to take shape, portraying himself as provoked and minimizing his role, a strategy that will resurface later. For investigators, this segment establishes a central conclusion. Yeah. This was not a moment that spiraled out of control, but a pattern of behavior that continued despite predictable consequences.
Okay, so basically I left her in the car and I came to work.
Bro, are you dead ass?
That's just not how you handle situations. So
the guy that jumped out of the car, is that the one that you just positively identified with?
Okay.
Yes. So basically he hops out of the car.
I'm skipping a little bit because fuck.
And obviously I already know what's in the pants. So he's like, oh, like, what are you gonna do about it? I fight girls, da da da. He was like, no, I was the one calling her, da da da. He's like, I can do whatever I want. He was just blabbing, okay? Eggies. But he starts pulling it out, he takes it out the case. I'm telling him.
What do you mean takes it out of the case?
So there was like a little like cubby in it. It was in a little cubby. I don't know what it's called. I don't know.
A holster?
Okay. describe the cubby to me that you're talking
It was like a phone holder.
So was it like a plastic, or was it leather, or was
No,
it
not leather. It was
it a zip-up case?
No, it was not even a zip-up case. It was just inside of it. It was just a slip-in thing and a slip-out thing.
Okay.
I don't know what it's called.
So kind of like this, a little bit different.
Yeah, but it was just like, it looked like fake. You know, like it wasn't something that was safe to be holding.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm not a person that's scared. He's like, do something, do it.
Okay.
So I'm backing up. I'm like, you're not gonna do nothing. He's like, oh, he starts swinging it around, and I'm like, yeah, that's enough for me. Like, if you're not gonna do nothing and you're just swinging it around, that's enough for me. I don't want you to hit me with no gun. Like, no. So I pull my friend. We're out of the ordinary because you are literally pulling out a gun. Yes, he was. I believe my friend got it on video. I don't know if she did, but I saved it with the phone. I don't know if she was.
We basically got the details. He basically went out. He threatened the girls. He fucking said he would shoot them after he got rejected. AKA he's a bitch. So basically, he got rejected after he tried flirting with the girl. Yeah, it's a gun holster. But she's like going around it. But I mean, I get it. Like, not everyone's gonna know that. So basically, he just got rejected. Pulls out his gun. Threatens the girls. Says that I fight girls, so you're not gonna do shit. And the girls are over here getting back into the mall to be safe, since he's still like swinging the gun around and they don't want to get hit regardless, like even if there is the chance. So honestly, this pretty much is gonna be like, I guess there's the explanation part.
But the girls were also video recording, so get their phones. I seen that they were recording us laughing at us.
Okay.
That I can tell you.
Okay.
So I was just like telling him I'm grabbing my friend, we're pulling away, and we start walking away. Next thing I know is I'm at the back of where the shoes are at. I found out, and this young lady and her two sons are running to the back, frightened for their lives, thinking that they're gonna get shot at.
Oh, who's running for their lives?
This young lady and two kids.
Okay, just some of the people are parking.
No, here. I just want we walk inside. We walk inside.
Okay, so you're now separated from him.
Yes.
And you're over here.
We walked inside, into the store, and she's on the phone with you guys.
Okay.
So my friend is outside right here, right in front of the mirrors, and she's on the phone with you guys because she didn't want to bring it into the store. So I'm in the back, still working. I'm in my shift right now, and I see these little two kids and their mom. Like, their mom is pulling their kids against the wall, like trying to hide because they're frightened, right? So I'm like, what's going on? And they're like, there's a person out there with a gun, and I start running because I just had an incident with somebody with a gun.
Okay.
So I start running to the front because I'm looking out for my friend.
Did you see a gun a second time?
No, I did not.
Okay.
But I got told that he was trying to hit her, and he pulled out the gun right here.
Okay.
So I don't know who's seen it.
What? He pulled it out in public?
So I don't know who's seen it, but that's what I was told.
Okay.
But so I came outside and I come to my friend, and then that's when she's still on the phone, and then that's it. I didn't see him a second time out here.
Okay.
But my friend did see him a second time out here.
All right.
I wasn't there for that.
Is there anything else you think I need to know?
Nah. There's no way.
The girls were laughing. They thought it was a joke when the guy was pulling out the gun at us.
Right.
I don't know if this is valid, but the guy that was outside, the tall owner of the car, he wasn't there. I don't know if I didn't see him, but I didn't see him at all. The owner of the car.
The driver or the owner?
Yes, the driver of the car. It was just a tall guy.
Okay. All right.
That's all the information I can give you, sir.
All right. You're going to be here till what time?
Until 8:30.
All right. If I need anything else, I'll come and get you. Thank you for your help.
Thank you.
W
Here the
officer.
focus.
Nah, this officer's chill as fuck.
We'll shift to how Mazzio attempts to explain what happened. Without being prompted, his version begins to circulate. That the women exaggerated, that he only meant to scare them, and that the situation was misunderstood. For officers, this kind of early clarification does not function as an explanation, but as an effort to reduce responsibility. It also becomes clear that he does not view himself as the one being threatened, but instead frames the intimidation as protection of others. Once it's established that the firearm was not his, the focus moves away from ownership and toward a more critical question: how he gained access to it and why he felt entitled to use it.
So, we start out with saying, ask you if you have a gun.
No, sir.
So turn around for me. No. Let me do my thing, all right? We've had guys hiding guns the last.
You good, boss man?
All right.
But like I was saying, so she came up to our car.
So
And mind you, me and my homeboy are licensed carriers.
Okay.
So he has his license. See, I'm 17, I got it gifted. So he's legally like.
We both got our license to carry. How old are you? 17. He's 18. He's over 18. Twin, over 18 is not 21. Like, you gotta be specific with that shit. Is this guy a fucking...
Over 18.
Bro.
Yes, it's a pistol, yes.
Oh my god.
But I got it gifted to me, so I was with him.
What do you mean you got it gifted to you? What the fuck does that change? That doesn't mean anything.
Can't lawfully carry.
My homeboy.
Alright, so you're wrong on that.
You're wrong on
licensed,
that.
but
What?
anyway.
It doesn't matter if he's licensed. What do you mean anyway? You're pulling out a gun. You just committed a crime. Are you a fucking idiot?
Thing is, they come up to our car threatening them on video.
This guy's capping.
threatening
This guy's
those two
capping.
girls,
The other
saying,
girls
yes,
threatening these-
yes.
okay.
On their phones, it's on video. They're coming up to them, screaming at them, and I hop out the car like, what are y'all doing? And mind you, the homeboy told me to grab his license, so I grabbed it for him. And I have it in my hand, holding it.
You're saying your friend.
Yeah.
You were grabbing a license for him.
Yes, he said grab his gun. It's like they're coming up trying to fight them when they're young, underage. And the girl came out, her job,
Nah,
fight
bro.
her. For what? They didn't do nothing.
Nah, bro.
Okay.
So they came up to the car, right? So I'm not gonna let them just beat on them. So I came out like, what are you gonna do? Like, I'm not pointing at nobody, nothing, none of that. It's pointing towards the ground, not cocked, safety on, everything. And in the holster.
In the holster.
And so
You can't even have one. You're 17.
they came up trying to have altercation. I said, guys, go around. I'm yelling at them, move around. Like we're not trying to do nothing. Move around.
Chat, am I?
And then they keep coming back.
Okay, I'm not tripping.
The girl, the JD worker came in my face to face. I said, move around. I had threatened them. I said, I slap girls, but I don't really slap girls. But I just saying and scared them, you know.
Right.
So I slap girls. Like, move around. Like, I'm not gonna try. So thing is, they're trying to fight them. I was trying to defuse the situation. I said, my part.
Do they know them?
No, they don't know. They just keep. We don't know them at all. And we came here to get Starbucks, and they came out to us.
Where's your truck at?
It's outside.
Right out
Yeah.
the food court?
Yeah.
These guys are right outside where the food court is.
But we're just about to leave. That's the thing. Like, they came out to us.
It's better to clear this up anyway. If you're telling me what you're telling me, you're fine.
Yeah. It's all on their phone. The video of them coming up to us.
I don't know. They're right outside.
Hello.
He moved his car because they thought they were going to kill him.
So these girls came up.
Because they're underage.
These two other girls came up trying to fight.
Who am I fun with?
The other girl, my dad. These other girls, and me were there, and I'm in the car.
I hate how they're not showing them.
So I hop out the car, grab his gun for him. And everything like that, right? So these girls start trying to fight these two girls for no reason. And I'm screaming at them saying, move around, we're not trying to take a punch out, move around. I grabbed it for him.
Oh my god, he's talking. Yo, get your...
So, not too long ago, battery charges, fleeing.
Ooh.
GTA charge?
I had a GTA
Battery
charge.
charges, fleeing.
Fleeing and evading arrest.
I never had a gun charge. That's why, like, I'm not allowed right now. I got gifted a gun, but it's not with me no more. I gave it back. Thing is, he's licensed. He told me to grab his firearm from him, so I grabbed it. He couldn't grab it, so it dropped down. So I picked it up. I was holding it. I was gonna give it to him, and while they were coming rushing me, I backed up. I didn't raise it towards nobody. Didn't point it towards nobody. It's on the
Bullshit.
like this. I said, get out my face.
Bullshit.
He was in my face screaming. I tried to scare her. I said, I really don't hit females. I've never hit females with my dad.
This guy's an idiot.
I witnessed that. I don't hit females. I just said it, and then when she said it, she backed up. So I backed up. I said, now, keep walking. And she kept coming toward me. I said, keep walking. So, mind you, the gun's always is in the safety thing, like the holster. And so she kept walking and stuff. And we start going in. She starts staring me down when I'm walking. I said, is there a problem? So, like, we just told you, come on, we're not worried about you. She's on the phone, saying stuff, cursing me out. I'm like, I'm like, people curse me out, I'm gonna retaliate. I don't like to get loud, but if you get loud with me, I'm gonna get loud. I'm like, yo, you let the whole family get away from me. I'm putting out that shit. Like, yeah, because you coming at me. expect me not to retaliate? Yeah, it's a mature thing not to. I understand that. But in my face screaming at me, I'm not going for that. Especially me. I'm not that type of person, you know. But I don't go do stuff, go find trouble, all that stuff, you know. I'm just trying to be right now. I'm trying to get back on my feet. I just got out not too long ago. I got out because my ex-girlfriend.
Okay.
She stole her mama's car. I didn't know it was stolen. I got all those charges dropped. That GTA, I had 2 GTA charges, but that one just got dropped because that girl stole her mama's car. I didn't know. She came pick me up with good breakfast, and I was held at gunpoint in front of my ex-girlfriend, which that made me change. Like, this hurts, bro. Like, see my girl watch me get held at gunpoint because my charges that I had done in my past. That hurt me to the side, and so I gotta change. I started
what is he on about?
Getting my GED school, getting paid, start working. So I'm doing what I need to do now, so I can do what I gotta do in the future. So that's why, like, all that, like, see, I'm not from over here. I'm from Lake Worth. So the thing is, I was raised around a lot of violence, a lot of gang violence. I'm not a gang member, none of that, but it's just what I was seeing. Yes, sir.
Mazzio's explanations lose credibility when he acknowledges that he's on probation for a prior juvenile case. While those prior charges are not detailed on scene, their existence alone indicates previous involvement with the justice system. From that point forward, his statements carry a different meaning. Someone on probation understands that any contract with a firearm constitutes a serious violation. For officers, this distinction matters.
Bad.
They're not dealing with a teenager who's unaware of the consequences, but with someone who's already been warned by the system and nevertheless chooses to cross the line again.
That's crazy. Pulling out a gun at a mall.
I'm sure make this a little bit easier.
What am I doing? I'm chilling.
Relax, next.
How old are you? 17. It's my dad.
You're 17?
Yes, sir.
Hello. Hey, how's it going? It's Agent McDonald. BDSO. Hey, nothing. Your son, right? Yeah. What's your son's name? Yeah. So he's being detained right now for something that happened with a firearm at the mall. So when I know exactly what happens, I'll give you a call back, right? We'll just make it to jail.
Huh?
Why'd you say you weren't going to jail?
I thought I was. I didn't know.
What? This guy said that's.
Huh?
I said you were going to jail.
We're going to jail.
I thought I was. I didn't know that, bro. I didn't do nothing wrong, bro. They pushed up on us. In my. Damn.
Yeah, we had one person hide a gun really good the other day.
I aggravated that, but they came up to us, sir. But I didn't pull it out. I didn't point it at them or nothing. Or pull it out on them.
You didn't pull it out?
I didn't pull it out on them, no.
You just told. Oh my god. Oh my god. Did you not just tell the other officer you were just pointed out at the ground? Safety and everything on? What the fuck are you on about? What is... Bro, 17. 17.
Turn head that direction.
17 trying to shoot some fucking girls. Because they said no. To getting
I did not speak
to him
your
getting
father,
their number.
but we will
That's
make sure
insane.
that he is aware of everything.
Oh my god.
You will be given an opportunity to make a phone call when you get to the jack.
Bro. This is the most down bad guy I've ever seen in my life. In my life.
Before I give it back, so I don't have to write a search warrant or anything on it, if you go through the phone, I just want to see if there's any evidence before it gets deleted.
Of what?
Like saying, hey, go hide the gun or anything crazy like that.
With the kid?
Yeah.
I don't have his number.
You know, then why are you in the car with him? How do you know?
That's my homeboy's. So that girl right there, the white girl, with the blonde, white one, the short one?
Yeah.
That's his girlfriend. And her friend is see the other girl? That's my friend.
Yeah.
So I was with her.
Okay. So, friends through girls?
Yeah. There's straight girls in there. There's no phone, no number, no. I have an but that's not him.
text message. Just nothing.
Yeah.
And then she was a force us to do. So it was obvious.
Yeah, that's fine. It's not big. All right, then that's fine.
I don't know platforms.
No, you're good.
On those you can. On those I don't. You can.
That's fine. I just want to see if there's anything that's going to be deleted that I wouldn't have
Where's
to.
the case, bro?
I don't have a keys.
30986.
Can you go on real quick?
What is this thing?
What?
It's so fancy. Any last words before we go real fast?
I love you.
Okay.
And,
I'm not trying to spend the whole day.
Well, John.
Not trying to spend
yeah,
all day with
yeah.
Leo.
Yeah.
You want to put your mom?
Am I going there?
Yeah.
I mean, legally I have to because I'm your father, so yeah. Your mom's dead, so she won't be there. Have a good night.
Whoa.
Appreciate it. Thank you very much. Appreciate it.
Yep. Have a good night, guys.
Following his arrest,
That's
Jonathan
insane.
Mazzio was
That's an
formally
insane guy.
charged with possession of a firearm by a minor, delinquent in possession of a weapon or ammunition, and 2 counts of aggravated assault with a deadly weapon. The case was filed in the Palm Beach County Circuit Court, where on August the 20th of 2025, he entered not guilty pleas to all charges. The court would set a total bond at $90,000, reflecting both the seriousness of the allegations and his prior judicial status. The case remains open and pending, awaiting decisions
That's
that may
insane.
determine whether it stays within the juvenile system or moves toward proceedings with more severe criminal consequences.
No, bro, that's crazy.
The outcome, still uncertain, raises a central question. What happens when a prior warning from the system is not enough to prevent a minor from
That's
resorting
sad,
to
bro.
armed
That's
intimidation
fucking
again?
sad. That is so fucking sad. 17-year-old throws his fucking life away, basically. Hey, that was Daily Dose of Crime. Hey, in any case, rejected at the mall. He came back with a gun. Crazy video. Crazy video. But hey, twin, I'm not gonna cap to you. That was valid. That was valid. I'll give that to y'all. In any case, if you fucking with the content, like, comment, and subscribe. Put me on any videos that y'all want me to watch, just in case. I've been watching pretty much everything, bro, recently. Bro, that's actually the crazy part. I react to so much shit. Like, not... Pretty much everything I react to isn't the same. But hey, chat, on to the next. Let's see.